We welcome you to Patriot Place and a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. Along with Greg Olsen, the kicker. Andres Borregales has the ball on the tee. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. We'll go again here with Henry. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Catch made there, left side by Walker. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Baltimore.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Jackson looking to throw. This one complete downfield to Walker. A gain there of 21. Good for a Raven 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
2nd and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. And he overshot his man out of the end zone. That one's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson up top again. He's got it at the 7. And the Ravens are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He is down at the 6.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the end zone. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll get about 4 to the 29.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
9-yard line.
Handoff, and it's Henderson. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This looks like a design run. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing is May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
Crazy.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They gained 18 yards on that one. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
He'll dump this out wide to Gibson. And he'll take this one in. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Patriots. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Pats come right back to tie it at 7.
Ties the game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. DeJounte Wester now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it second down and 11. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. That's hard. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. On is Luke to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Everybody got a boy, I mean, everybody got a boy, I tell you, she bad. Watch boy. We survived outside off from the music. Hey, turn his TV off. Ain't with my type activities, but don't you get involved.
They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going right back to Walker. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Let's go now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Nick Bonito collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
Go.
2nd and 13. And his throw here is incomplete.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And that is incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Warriors, 70 Lions. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Looking to put a drive together. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, here's Nix. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Rig alert. 18 Cardinal. No, Rig. Go. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
60. Rig. Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19.
They'll try and throw for it here. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Out of the gun now on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
On the check.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. Quick pitch complete. It's Young. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one.
On the ready.
2nd and 6.
Go. Gotta be lying.
Back to throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tory Horton from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, they'll let the tight end Ingram run with it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
19.
Back to throw here. As it completes to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 27 on the play.
Now back to throw. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Throw out wide to Walker. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
19. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. We don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a first down.
Gain of 14. First down, Seattle.
Steady.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now 2nd and 5.
19
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. He completes this to Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Away, away, away. Captain, 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 captain. Away, away, away.
To throw is Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Bombers, bombers. Away, away. Captain, 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 captain.
Nix to the air. Now he's going to step up and run. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Nix looking to throw again. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now it's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there at 22.
1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
Dobbins will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this 3rd quarter now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
2nd and 9 now. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it out near the 35, right at the 34 here. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down at 7.
Hold on a second. Hey, Captain. Joe. Bombers.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ready. My name is Captain. Olay. Joe.
To throw, here's Nix. He's got room at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
Off the play fake. Nix. This is caught. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second down, goal to go. One more time with Dobbins. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. There he goes, left side. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Into the hands of Ingram. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Bombers. Almost set. Ready.
Back to throw. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. He'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. They're going. It's Nix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Up the middle, here's Walker. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This is 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get through and protect the ball. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So the victory here for Seattle. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared. And it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs. And I remember saying to someone after my 2nd or 3rd day there, like, this altitude thing, this is no big deal. And day 4, it hit. And it hit hard. And it took me a while to get ready and get acclimated. So some teams, they like to come in early, try and get on a schedule and feel good with it.